based Northern Group has denied allegations that the Labour Party presidential candidate Mr. Peter Obi demolished 7 mosques in Onitsha when he was governor of Anambra State. It also said Obi did not chase Hausa people out of the area, contrary to the allegation. Recall that Obi had ruled Anambra State as governor from March to November 2006, February to May 2007, and from June 2007 to March 2014, respectively. Obi, who was a vice presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) in the 2015 general election, is currently the presidential candidate of the Labour Party in the 2023 general election. Allegations have trailed his emergence that he did not only demolish mosques but also chased Hausa people out of Onitsha. Reacting to the allegation in a statement, the Northern Group, operating under the aegis of Coalition of Northern Groups in Anambra State, said the allegation was a concoction of desperate failed politicians seeking to use religion and ethnicity to woo unmerited votes to themselves. Noting that the Labour Party's presidential candidate had himself preached to allegation in 2014 prior to the 2019 election where he was vice presidential candidate, the Northern Group wondered why such issue would still rear its ugly heads when he had dismissed it earlier as sheer fabrication, wicked and inhuman. The group, in a statement signed by its chairman Alhaji Mohammed Isa Jallo and Hajiya Jamila Ibrahim, women coordinator, said, contrary to the claim, its members have lived peacefully in the state for more than 4 decades. The group, which described itself as Coalition of All the Northern Association in Anambra State in southeast Nigeria, said, our attention has been drawn to a deliberate malicious campaign of calumny against the presidential candidates of Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi, by some failed, desperate politicians and criminals who have lost touch with real issues for their campaign, falsely alleging that Mr. Peter Obi had anti-North stance when he was governor of Anambra State. He said, we are surprised that this unfounded allegation and malicious claim have gone some steps further rather than resorted to name dropping despite several rebuttals by very credible Nigerians on the same subject matter. We wish to state here categorically that as Northerners who have been living here in Anambra State for over 20 years, His Excellency Mr. Obi did not demolish mosques and never sent our Muslim brothers out of Anambra State during his tenure as the governor. Can you see? They will not hear. They will always want to say these lies. And the man has even come on national TV and say nothing of such. Yes. Well, without minding words, we wish to say here that nothing can be more untrue and outright mischief like this allegation. Lies cannot last. That is just what I believe. It can't last. Well, and according to what they are saying, our members have been living in Anambra State before Peter Obi became the governor of the state and have remained in the state till this moment doing their legitimate businesses. If we may ask, who are the Muslims or Northerners that Peter Obi sent away during his tenures as the governor? Can the sponsors of the fabricated act point to them for Nigerians to see? As a matter of fact, this government remains one of the most friendliest governments to the Northerners and Hausa communities, in particular in the state, the group said. Going further, the group said ordinarily we would not have joined issues with these desperate agents of blackmail so as not to dignify them, but for the innocent reading public who may be misinformed. The coalition of northern groups in Anambra State described Peter Obi as a responsible, fair, and a tribalized gentleman. The group also recalled that Obi's tenure as governor of Anambra State was tough on criminals, There's no record of any northerners sent out of Anambra State during Peter Obi's tenure in office. We challenge the proponents of this falsehood to an open television debate to bring up their facts, the group said. It added, as we make this press statement, the northern community, particularly the Hausa Muslims, operate one of the biggest livestock and agricultural produce markets in Anambra State. We have been doing our businesses unmolested to date. So it is wickedness of the highest order for anyone to spread lies in the name of politics, the group said. On the second allegations that Sir Peter demolished 7 mosques in Onitsha in 2012 can only be another half-baked lie that cannot stand public scrutiny. First, for the record, there are no 7 mosques anywhere in Onitsha. For Peter Obi to have demolished Onitsha has just one public mosque, so this is clear mischief aimed at setting the Hausa against Peter Obi, which will not succeed. We wish to assure our Hausa brothers all over the country that no single mosque was demolished during the tenure of Peter Obi as governor. Our mosque was intact during his tenure and still intact today. We wish to appeal to our brothers not to buy into the cheap blackmail by some desperate politicians who have lost touch with reality and now resorted to only campaign of calumny against Sir Peter Obi. Nanugo. Yeah, Obi should expect all these allegations, of course, and many more to come, because the journey to success and Asu Villa is not a small task, but victory shall prevail at the end. Don't mind them, enemies of Nigeria progress. They have now turned to IPOB that Peter Obi should call IPOB terrorists before they will vote him. Atiku refused to condemn the killing of a Deborah, yet is contesting the polls. What about northern politicians demolishing churches and are running for political offices in the land? Who is blackmailing them? If a mosque is built at a wrong place, it should not be demolished. In fact, we are voting Obi because he demolished mosque. Enough of this errant nonsense. They don't even allow Christians to build churches in Kano. Even Lagos state government demolished churches built on unauthorized places and nobody is complaining. You must get the state approval before building whatever, yes, whatever you want to build on the land. Okay, oh, it's all fake news. You should know that. Shame on the Jalo, the whole of Onitsha, one single mosque. Shame. We have over 100 Sabongera in Kano. What happened to you people? You don't pray anymore? Are you blaming Obi for refusing to build another one for them? You can imagine. So only one, but now you are saying that he demolished 7. Now because you are hearing from the Jalu now, we are not praying. Prayer is not by force. After all, the prayers you have been praying is your life better than mine that does not pray. They will soon exhaust all these strategies, then we will know who is who. Yes, we will know who is who.